If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or a beginner, my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo!
You've reached Goblin and Ogre.
Good eves. How are you doing?
You gotta go up a little bit. You know, I was doing great. That's not true. I was just having a normal day. Oh, you couldn't have annoyed me more.
Yeah, I get that.
You do understand?
Yeah, I get it.
Every plan you ruin. Every time, I should have known. Every time you go, oh yeah, okay, sounds good. And then 6 o'clock when we're supposed to meet at 6:30. Hey, how about this place?
Yeah. I come up with better ideas later.
It's not a better idea. It's way worse, and it's going to be
calling a better idea. Like you said, something that works for me better. I mean, I'm like, when you said this park, I'm like, that should be fun. And in the time when I said yes and agreed to it, which, number one, you're in the right. You're 100% in the right. I am not going to try to make you feel better. It was a dick move on my part. I'm like, all right, so getting there, he wants it. I said 6:30 or 7, and then you said 6:30.
Well, I just said it's better. That if it was 7, like, whatever.
So I'm like, it's gonna take me a little while to get there. You know, maybe. What could work out if we got to do this early is let's just re-record at Grange like we did before. It's a nice park. It's got good areas to record in. And then I'm like, and also, I don't have to take the fucking cocksucker TTC all the way there. And then, then the train.
I have to drive all the way here and park and pay $10.
Okay, between us two, if I loved us both unconditionally, I'd be like, Sanker, you should drive. Don't let your brother Lee take the dangerous, dirty subway to come meet you at some park. That's going to be kind of annoying to try to find. Like when I try to map it, I always go the wrong way.
No, you can see it from Rivals.
Not where I'm standing.
Yes, you can see it from Rivals. It's just down the road, and it's not a big park. It's probably roughly this size, if not smaller.
Oh, I mean, this park, for some reason, anybody I've met here, including you, it's always kind of, you have to look around 3 times at least, which I think constitutes a pretty big park.
It's like it's not a parkette, but it's just a regular size park.
Don't mind me just like looking around right now. There's been like a surge apparently in ticks.
In animal ticks
and tick bites. And there's this thing online. It's always online because nobody's gonna really tell you the truth on regular TV. So Bill Gates fucked around with these ticks that are going around biting people and giving them alpha-gal. Not only just Lyme disease, but also alpha-gal.
Alpha-gal, I assume, is a type of butchy woman?
Well, I mean, it's the one who wears the pants in the butchy relationship.
Sure.
But it's a tick. Well, it's a disease that doesn't allow you to eat meat anymore without having some fucked up allergic reaction to it. So this conspiracy behind this one is nobody's buying Bill Gates's fake meat. So they genetically engineered these ticks to make people allergic to meat so that if you want meat, you have to purchase it from Bill Gates. And there's been
But there's Beyond Meat and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but he's got, his cards in the game. He wants to be the one to...
I'm not going to lie, this one feels weak. Yeah. It feels like half-thought.
No. It's been in development. Dude, they got little microscopic bugs the military does to go spy on shit. They could absolutely modify some ticks to give you a fucked up disease that makes you... Oh, and part of, one of the symptoms is you're allergic to meat. So you get all swollen up if you eat it. There's been people online posting themselves I got bit by a tick and now look at my rashes. And also in Ontario, there's been like I don't want to misquote, I want to say 800% surge in tick bites.
Yeah.
But I forget like where in the U.S. these tick little containers were found, and people were posting like, hey, I found this weird metal container on my farm, and it was full of ticks. Somebody left them here deliberately, and this is what's happening. And that they're flooding, like wherever in the U.S. came from is coming into Ontario. So if we look it up right now, tick bites and tick whatever went up a ridiculous amount just recently. And this isn't like this is something that was actually reported in some what you would call a legitimate, I guess, publication or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like looking around for ticks. So if I look a little distracted or kind of squirrely,
So
I want to keep eating meat.
So I guess your plan for the rest of summer, spring and summer or whatever, is to just dart your eyes around looking for ticks at all moments.
Like I just ratted on the mob. Yeah, I'm gonna be constantly looking over my shoulders
at all times. You're gonna spend the rest of the spring and summer.
Well, when it comes to mind,
even if I believed it to be true,
yeah.
I feel like you could think of a better idea than just darting your eyes around.
Oh, there's things you could solutions that you can make to like avoid ticks.
Uh-huh.
But that takes like I have to go buy all this shit and then rub it on myself. I feel really silly about that. But I'm kind of dumb because that being said, on August 12th, I need to get off the internet. On August 12th, apparently there's going to be this. The Earth's going to lose gravity for 7 seconds. And I'm thinking about calling in to work, like for a personal day or sick day, and just tying me and my family all day so we don't get sucked up into the air. Yeah.
I thought being annoyed about the park thing was going to be what ends this podcast, but the amount of psychosis that you just displayed is probably, I can only imagine the end of, I mean, who cares about this podcast? Unfortunately, the end of your relationship. How well do you think your girl's going to take it when she's tied up for 7 seconds?
I mean, if it's a good relationship, she won't question it.
That mean, you probably, to be safe, you probably have to tie her up a half hour before and leave her tied up a half hour after, because what if they're wrong about the second?
Well, all I know is the date. They didn't set a precise time.
Oh, so you're going to tie her up for a 24-hour
I'll watch
period.
things and just go, oh, what if? Like, it's just fucking what if. And I know it's like, you have to be, we don't have the same things in our heads. Like as far as
sanity.
Well, there's that.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. But there are things that I've come across that have made me insane. Like sometimes it's just a belief. It's not like you believe in things that you have no, like, personal, I saw this happen, so I know it's true. Like, everything that you believe in was secondhand. Like, you just heard it and believed it. So I'm saying beliefs, if you start believing something crazy a long time ago, that thought or whatever that theme was is going to get crazier. So I recognize that what I'm saying right now, because you're not the only person who calls people like me out of their minds. You're not.
I'll be honest, if somebody else told me this 7-second thing, I might not necessarily say they're insane. I might say I don't believe that, but I might not necessarily say they're insane. It's more of a you thing.
Sure. And it didn't.
Sure.
I mean, it comes from a place of just I'm concerned. I just get worried. But I want to also extend to you something, just a gift.
I
asked you if you wanted a beverage earlier.
Yeah, I don't.
But I want to give it to you anyway, so you could probably have it later. Give it to your girl. It's a girly drink, because I remember you ordering these pussy drink. I know you like to eat pussy. Now you can drink it. One sec. Here you go, baby. Here you go, sugar.
They're not really that much of a girly drink anymore. I mean, I guess
No,
White
they're
Claw.
always going to be a girly drink.
White Claw
Even
is.
the guys that drink it say, I don't care if it's a fucking
You know who
girl
loves
drink.
these? Big J Okerson. And he's got the word big and J in it.
So I'm just saying, it's a girly drink. It'll always be a girly drink, but it's one that guys fuck with. It's kind of like Drake's music. Like, apparently it's like, if you listen to it, it's for girls. But a lot
It
of
is for
dudes get
girls.
down to it.
It is for girls. Well, no, I guess it
Like
depends
those
on the
drinks.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like this guy, he's clearly looking for his girlfriend. Yeah, in the 7 seconds, the idea is because there's no gravity.
Everyone's gonna float into the sky.
Yeah, but it's only 7 in 7 seconds.
That's kind of.
But you also don't float with you float, but you don't.
But if
You
the
don't
floating
shoot
is like
into
this,
the air.
Oh,
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's slow rise, that's But all your furniture is still gonna go up and.
I don't
crash
even
down.
think you.
I'm gonna chain everything in my house.
Well, it's just even in the 7 seconds, I don't even think you would reach. You're not even necessarily going to have to go upwards. Like if there was no gravity.
So if all the gravity's on China, I'm just gonna be stuck to the ground because that gravity's trying to pull me.
No, it's just that. I mean, you would need a motion to push you out. So if gravity stopped for 7 seconds, I would still have to push off the Earth to go up in the air.
I don't know how. I mean, we've seen.
I know you don't know how it works.
You're referring. Neither do you. You're referring to the NASA footage you've seen with people in space. But if all gravity just that's in an enclosed little area.
Yeah.
And it's kind of all around. But ours is just straight up. So like we're not in a container where it's being pressured. Like we don't just float up. Like we're kind of like just rolling with it in space in a like a spaceship. But here I'm like, what if it's quick? Like even if it's just like that.
Okay.
7 seconds is a long fucking time.
So, in your head, you're picturing
I'm picturing
on
being
August
sucked
12th.
up into the
yeah,
air.
that's what we're gonna rocket. You're gonna be chained down.
I picture this. Okay, this is what I actually picture from the ground up. This quick. So
And then
it's
you're
like
thinking
it's-
in
so
7
before
seconds.
you realize what's happening,
You're high enough that
you're high
when
enough,
the gravity
and you're
returns,
not going up straight. I'm picturing like my legs are going up.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
So I'm just like, what if I just fall and land on your neck?
After the 7 seconds, you go 7 seconds worth
Yeah,
into
so you
the
can't
air.
even like, oh, I'm going high, and like I'll just land there. It's just like you're probably like being just dragged up into the sky.
Is there a problem with this? Because then there's other conspiracy theorists who do not believe in gravity.
Probably. They probably all think, well,
No, that's like if you're a flat earther, you're also a believer in you don't believe there's such a thing as gravity. You know what I mean? Like down is down. So that's why
I guess what they're referring to if they don't believe in it, like, is the idea of this force that keeps us down.
yeah.
But then you go like, why is the force so perfect that it's not crushing me? Like they'll probably like try to figure out like,
Well-
there's such a thing. Maybe there's no anti-gravity. Maybe it's just an actual energy that pulls you up.
I from what I remember of my studies of the Earth, is that it's just that you wait. So there's no such thing. There's no force, right? Which is why if you weigh nothing, you could jump and
But
keep
there is
going
a force,
in there.
because that's what.
Well, I'm just saying what they
picks you up.
believe.
Sure. I mean, it's just again, we're talking about beliefs, because I wasn't there at the dawn of time. Whatever influenced me as a kid, and at a certain special age in your like late teens, early 20s, that has an impact on you. Like, holy shit, that just fucked me up. Now you kind of go along with that, and like I said, conspiracies I've gotten kind of back into, if you want to call them that. They're not even conspiracy. It's the goddamn Epstein files, and it's out there. It's not a conspiracy. You can't say, well, you're probably definitely wrong. No, it's fact. So all these things that get put out there, like if the August 12th thing didn't happen, it might be like any other thing that was leaked online, for example, from NASA, that, there's no real space. It's all big. Where people go, where there are agents who are watching this that work for these higher ups that go, they're kind of catching on to that. We should scrap this idea. So it's not that it was never real. It's they probably decided to not do
Let's
it.
not, hey guys. Let's call
it's like
off
Hollywood.
Let's call off the 7 second thing.
It's like Hollywood. A lot of scripts a lot of good
Yeah,
scripts,
yeah.
but some people will pass on it. And I think ideas that they try to execute are like that. So I'm saying if August 12th, zero gravity happens or doesn't, If it doesn't happen, they scrap the idea. But I wouldn't put it past these fucking people. And I'm not saying there's something. What do you think they're spraying in the atmosphere? What's it for? To just make like all these what's it called? Like
It could be pesticides.
it's not pesticides. It's because that's over farmland. But just these big, God, what was it? I haven't heard from them in a while. But it's these streams of like gas, like it's chemicals that they're pouring over cities. I forget the name of them. But anyway, I haven't heard from them in a while.
Uh-huh.
But they were a thing that people were reporting, and that nobody really gave an answer for. So you go, well, what if they are spraying something in the sky or in the atmosphere that we can't see, but they could operate remotely from like CERN or HARP, and just take away your fucking, make you elevate, and just call it, oh, that was some weird space thing. We need to. It's. And you know what really drove it home?
Uh-huh.
COVID. When I saw the entire planet fall for this bullshit. And then I'm like, there are people, because it's also in the Epstein files, to create a fake pandemic and introduce vaccines and all that shit. It's in there, apparently. People who go scraping through it and really get into it, they say, well, there's this. Here's the name of the document. You can look it up yourself, E-769. So you could go find it. So I go, ugh, like what if, like, it's just they are planning to do this, but maybe getting a lot of traction derails the whole idea.
So
I'm still not gonna risk it.
So just like a movie, exactly like you said, like a movie, it's almost like which Hollywood never does this. They always come out with it anyway. But what you're saying is, I have this movie that's coming out, and then it leaks. Like Deadpool, the original. Do you remember the original? Oh, it was Wolverine Origins or whatever. Okay. And then they had that leaked, and they had like Deadpool and stuff. Do you remember that?
Well, they were already in production, I guess.
Yeah.
So they had to finish it.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? If you're kind of like, if you submit a script, and they're like, hey man, Henry Rockefeller likes this one. We're gonna now give it over to Ted de Rothschild.
I thought you were going to say DiBiase.
Of course you do. But I'm like, it probably gets passed around these, like, how are we going to do this? Because once you decide to execute a plan, everybody's got to be on board with it. Like an assassination. Nobody can miss their cue. You know, everybody who's involved now with it has to play their part. So
right.
When people kind of put on this false flag shit, I'm sure you need the military involved, you need a psycho involved, you need the media involved, you need a lot of moving parts to convince a lot of people what you're trying to say, hey, this is what happened. And it's just to fuck with your mind. It's to make you think a certain way. And yeah, I don't mind being crazy.
So I guess by your argument, whether they do with, like, if a conspiracy theorist comes out and he says, oh, this 7-second thing is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Whether it happens or not, you have an excuse for why either one. So if it happens, you are right.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, you were also
I
right.
don't give a fuck about being right, because I realized I always wanted to be right until I realized what being right was. Even when you're fucking right about it, people still don't give you no credit. They go like, nobody has ever told me you're right. Oh, Vince told me about the Epstein shit and cannibalism and Satanism and all that crap. Vince said, you're right, I'm sorry. Because I told him that crap a long time ago. I'm like, this is what these people are doing. And he's just like, that sounds incredibly
to be fair,
crazy.
Cannibalism and the Satanism has not been proven.
What do you mean?
Well, like, does it say in the files that he was eating people?
Yes. Him and Ellen DeGeneres. And Leonardo DiCaprio.
Have you read this?
Other people read it, and then they showed
it. Okay, all right.
I'm not going through all those files. I tried. I went to the website, and every time I would go through, I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? It's like kind of reading the beginning of the Bible. If you ever started reading the Bible...
Yeah, the beginning is the most boring part. Yeah,
It makes no... I don't know what this is. There's no, like, set... It's just like, this happened. This happened. But it's not like this happened, and it was followed... But it's kind of like... It's crazy, but it's information. It's what they put in that fucking... It's what they put out there. So I go, like, whatever's being put out there nowadays... in this day and age, people are going to report it. People are going to say, kind of like people who read, who review TV shows online. They'll watch something for you and then tell you online what happened. So you, for whatever reason, don't have to watch the show or the movie. They're onliners, who people on YouTube who will tell
Give you the synopsis or whatever. Yeah.
Well, they go, and that's a thing. So I'm like, everything's a thing.
Yeah.
I think because we're all so limited to like what we're interested in and what we want to see and what we don't want to hear. When somebody tells you, hey, they're eating people, but it's not just, I know there's cannibal, but these are the billionaire elites of the planet, and they're eating people, and and if you have no, what the fuck, you're like, I've never heard anything like this. You're gonna look at this person and go like, you're deranged, and you can never fathom what they conceive as reality.
Let me ask you something.
Or perceive something.
If you believe these things to be true, as you have stated you do, do you have any intention to start some sort of Dennis Leary-esque in Demolition Man revolution, underground people, where you have like a Mustang and you're underground people? Like, do you have any intention to have any type of revolution to overthrow this?
I'm not much of a leader. I don't like people following me.
I don't like people following you.
At some point, I'm
either.
not this crazy. I don't think that I should be the one to lead your life.
Okay.
I'm not that crazy. I'll in a situation like that, I wouldn't even follow anybody. I would just try to be aware, and if my family's still alive, I would just unite with them and try to protect ourselves. But as far as like, I'm gonna lead a revolution. Here's the thing too: is like, well, if you believe these things, why don't you go out and protest? And this is, I'm like, it's a lost cause. It's a lost fucking cause, and I'm not gonna fucking ruin my life doing this shit, being thrown in prison, being beaten, being blackballed, being considered insane for nothing. If I could see that there are people who are really serious about it, that might encourage me to maybe go out. But I'm just at the same time, fuck you all. I think I'm smarter than the rest of you, and I'm sure everyone thinks they're smarter than the rest of us. So I go, fuck you. I think people can't live through life thinking, I'm so wrong and I'm so stupid. I'm an idiot. Even if you are, you have to convince yourself that you're right, even if you're the biggest moron. Or otherwise you should kill yourself. Imagine living that fucking awful hell of, I'm so stupid, I'm so this, I'm so bad. I'm like, okay, maybe you are, but still here. So if you think it's real and you could still live, then you're kind of doing something right. Just don't fucking hurt anybody.
Okay.
Or force your shit down people's throats.
So the if I'm understanding right, the Lee Fernandez that sits next to me has the full intention of, in his head, knowing they've done terrible things to kids and eaten people, and still living until he's 80-something and being like, oh, what a good life I've lived.
Listen, if I'm in the room or part of, in some way, that I know some kids being harmed, and I could literally jump in and do something, I'm not going to stand by and be like, well, that's just life. No, I'll fucking do whatever I can to help that kid. But these stories, these hypothetical or real kids, whatever you want to call them, that are already dead and raped,
Yeah.
I can't do shit about. It's like, and I wasn't there, but I hear this shit and I'm like, I think that's true. And I don't just think everything's true that comes my way. Something sounds stupid to me, but this sounds, I'm like,
What?
Of course they would.
That's a good question. What conspiracy-ish thing came to you and you thought, that's stupid?
Well, you know, the gay pride shit or the trans shit. I
What's-
go like, that sounds dumb.
what-
Like when they
what's-
go like, there's so much research and this and that about, there are many genders. There's more than one that stuff.
Oh.
You see, there's a lot of people that think that's real. Me, I go like, I don't believe that at all.
That's not what I meant. I don't mean things that are widely popular that you disagree with. I meant a conspiracy theory that seemed I asked you, what conspiracy theory do you not believe in? And you
Fair
said trans rights. What a piece of shit you are. I meant some sort of alien-y or cabal pedophile. What did you read, or something did you ever read that you thought,
Good question.
I think it's a good question because the answer is almost none. It's everyone you read, you go, whoa.
I think it's only because I assume that the mentality behind people that are running.
Just say you believe them all. When you read them, you go, wow, that too? There's none.
You know, it's not even that too. I go, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, that's the problem. You just said, like, oh, I don't just believe anything.
No, but it's also, there are some things that I'll go, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't really think much about. Then there are other things I'm like, I absolutely believe that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they kind of like,
oh, there's a gradient.
scale.
Yeah,
Like,
It's just
like when I hear the craziest thing, when I heard like, Leonardo DiCaprio like ate Brittany Murphy, like in a ritual after they murdered her,
sure.
they cannibalized on her. I go like, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not gonna go down the Leo ate Brittany Murphy rabbit hole.
Right,
and start
right,
telling
right.
everybody. I'd be like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right. If there was like definite proof, you'd
Definite
go,
proof.
yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was crazy, but
I'm like, yeah, of course. Those
So it's
people
more
are-
that you don't
those people
care
are
about
sick.
it.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't catch my attention like certain things do.
Sure. That I can understand, but I just don't. That means there is none. The only ones you don't believe is if they don't align with your.
Okay, flat Earth is kind of nuts to me.
Okay, all right,
I'll tell you what is because
all right.
I think I don't know enough, like the circumference of this, and that, so I can't. I always feel like when it comes to evil and like human thing, like,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I have to be like, in order for me to believe that, I have to go like, I could just, in my mind, measure. But then you go, what if they lied to you about measure? So I go, but I still don't believe it. I have a feeling I don't believe that.
You know why I don't think it touches anything with you? Is that no one, and I do think this is true. Someone would disagree if they listen to this, but I do think this is true. No one who's a flat Earth believer can explain to you why an evil group of people would want that more than a round Earth or what? You know what I mean? Like they can't sell you on the evil, and you're big on evil.
Yeah, I think what it is in my soul, and maybe this makes me a good person, is knowing that what we have here as like a what the fuck was that?
There's a woman being attacked.
It sounded like somebody turning into a goddamn werewolf.
Yeah, it was banshee-like. It was more. I would say it's more banshee-like. You know,
Sounded
those
like pained evil.
Yeah, they're banshee or
Banshee is
siren of the
Banshee
sea.
uses their voice as a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But
I
no,
just
that's
think-
just a woman being attacked.
I just think like,
Sadly.
the emotions that stir in me knowing that the people who run this planet, and it sickens me to know that people run the planet. I hate that we're not evolved enough to just be decent. And yeah, there's going to be evil and bad people, but that should be such a minority. Because I hate the idea that what could be life, and it isn't, it's because we're being run by devil-worshipping assholes. Like bad people. And that bugs me to a degree where I'm like, like that's where that I think is from, evil people. But when I think about flat Earth, I'm just like,
It's just
well, I
science
don't know.
nonsense.
Like it's like I've been in a plane and I've looked out. I feel like we've traveled long distances.
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
telling me we're just like spiraling, we're avoiding edges. Like I'm like, I don't know. I don't believe that. Like, and if it's fucking
Okay.
true, then I'll go like, fuck, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'll admit I was wrong. I tried to entertain the flat Earth thing for a bit. I was watching videos and all these nerds. It sucks when it's what seems like a smart person. Like, well, because the ratio of the diagonalies and it's a 145.7. When that guy starts talking like that and they're like, and the Earth is flat. You're like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. Like, that sounds insane to me still.
For me, it's just the thing on like why. Why, and does that mean it dates back to? Because like it's more long ago than people will recognize that we believe the Earth to be round.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what it does connect to? I think a lot of flat Earth people are also dome people.
Oh, yeah, like we live under the firmament.
Yeah.
Well, because it is referenced in the Bible, a firmament. It's like in there. And it suggests that, it almost describes it like a weird bubble. Like, it's almost like we are a bubble. And within a bubble, even a regular one, there's a lot of different moving and chemicals.
Yeah,
and it's almost like what we are is maybe a type of organism that resides within this perfect atmospheric bubble. But again, like there had to be some divine intervention with all life. There had to been. Like, it's not by accident. There had to be a thought behind us. Yeah.
Well, that's not the only argument. Part of their argument too is no, the dome is like you saw a Truman Show. Yeah, it's like that. Is that because if you ask the question, all right, the Earth is flat. How come if I buy a telescope and I look at other planets, they're round? Why are they round and we're flat? Why?
They never really look fully around. There's always like a shadow. You know what I mean?
It's
when I see pictures, but then again, that could be from what I read online, like NASA, like what's it, Photoshop?
Well, that's online. But you can buy a telescope, which is a series of magnifying glasses, essentially, and you can look at the sky. You can look at the moon. At least if you look at the moon is round.
Yeah.
Why is the moon round and the Earth is flat? And and the argument I think is a lot of times it's like, well, that's not. You're not looking at Venus. Mm-hmm. There's a dome, and that's set up by the governments or whatever.
Well, also, I don't know, like this one's a little bit crazy. This is another one I don't believe, really. They say that the moon is just a reflection of Earth because somebody mapped out the crater outlines of the moon, and it matches the Earth. So, like, it's just reflecting off of something. Like, the Earth is reflecting off itself.
Yeah, maybe from the
and
sun
the way it
or
moves,
something. Yeah,
it looks like whatever. So I heard that. I'm like, wow, that's creative. But also, I don't know if I buy it.
You know what? That is a good way to explain some conspiracy theories. Is even if not that you know them to not be true, but like even if you don't believe them, you can go, well, that's creative. You should write that totally bullshit theory into a movie, and we would all be better for it.
You know what happened to me? I was at, like those fast food places you go to, and you write, after you put your self-order, you can put your name.
Sure, yeah.
I went to Burger King, and I put my name, and it's just me and one other guy, and my order is ready, and the lady picks up my order, and she reads the receipt, and she goes, Lee, and she looks at the guy next to me, and I look who it is. It's a Chinese guy.
Yeah,
and he's like, no. And I walk up and grab my order. Well, thank you. But with like my periphery, I could see him like, you're not a Lee. Like he was hardcore looking at me what?
I like that your accent was like, it was British Chinese.
You're not
Natalie.
You're Natalie. But I loved it because it was just so like, she thought he was Lee.
Yeah. Even to the point where he thought he was Lee.
Right.
Yeah.
He looked at me, he's like, you're definitely not Lee.
Yeah. But that shouldn't matter because like I pick up girls' name food orders all the time.
What do you mean?
Like my girl or her daughter makes an order, and you just yeah. So he should be like, maybe you have a friend named Lee,
and you're just getting it. From
or maybe your name is Leopold.
I mean, that's if you're picking up. It could be, and I just go by Lee or Leandro. And I just go a little bit more.
Lena. Yeah. You could be.
I'm here for my meal.
A mustachio trans. Yeah. Those
not
exist.
Not too many of them.
Not too many, but they do exist. I've seen them.
Freaks, like freak women who had beards. They shoved them in the circus. But they didn't ever claim I'm a man. They had big tits, and they were just like, yeah, I'm the bearded lady.
I wonder how big the bearded lady really was. Like, meaning, how bearded was the bearded lady? Like, I need to actually look up.
Their pictures, they look like you. They're just big, thick.
Is it as
beard.
thick?
Well, theirs are a little bit more kept because they're women, so they probably like really took care of it. You know how beautiful a beard on a woman would be? 'Cause how she would treat it.
Oh, I see. I
would dye
I thought you meant like attractiveness wise.
They put highlights in their beards and shit. If women grew beards, they would make them pretty.
Yeah. They would take care of them, but in a much different way. Well, but there's a lot of guys like they get into that whole like beard balm and oils and all that kind of
those
shit.
are the fucking dudes that make their beard their personality.
Yeah. I can't stand that. That's the worst thing in the world. I think there is. I don't care. I know maybe it's like, bad. What is it? Toxic men or whatever. But I think there has to be. We just have to decide as a society. There's a limit to how much a guy can care about his appearance. I think sometimes guys can care too little, and you have like a fucking monster like some of the guys we've had on our podcast. And I'm not talking about physically.
Some of the guys who host the podcast. I agree with you to a point where I go, like, at the same time, I like guys who take care of themselves because I know who to stay away from. I mean, I think that personality trait would just morph into something else annoying. If like all guys, there's something like,
if we had rules.
Well, I think the exterior, like your body, your face, whatever. I'm like, at least be healthy.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about that.
But like, try to like really perfect your appearance or put too much value on it. I'm like, dude, even if you're gorgeous, like to yourself, half the planet's still gonna think you look like shit.
Yeah.
Because it's this weird. I need to satisfy everyone, but it's just because you're not really happy with yourself. I'm assuming because like, why would you do that? Some people go like, oh, a guy who's too concerned with his looks, you're gay. And I'm like, yeah, they're gay. But then I'm like, why are you so gay but you like women? Oh, it's because there's something missing inside you. And you think you need everybody to be attracted to you so that you're important because that's, in your mind, that's what makes you valuable. Like, is your appearance. But it's fucked. It's kind of a flawed thing because you get old anyways.
Yeah.
And even if you're an attractive old guy, there's no young girls going like, I want to fuck, Grandpa George.
Well, there's some. There's some. They have issues.
But they're so far and few. Like,
yeah.
A lot
It's not
of them
a common
though. A lot, like, even
though
those
it's
are
so
far and
ones.
few.
Yeah.
They're like
the
weird
best.
hot chicks.
Yeah. They're all nice. There's very few uggos that are like, oh, I want to fuck an older man. It's always the fucking nice
uggos,
ones. Yeah.
Only fuck other uggos.
Yeah.
I see fat couples where I go, or fat disgusting couples where I go, both of you, if you could do better, you would. But you're stuck with each other.
The women can do better. It's flipped a little bit. It used to be the men or whatever, but the women could do better. If there's big girls who date like skinny guys,
Well, women can only do better all the time because someone's always willing to fuck them.
Yeah.
That's why. It's
Yeah.
But like, look at the caliber of person that wants to fuck you. You know what I mean? Like actively. There are some people that'll slide into your DMs, like absolute just ghoulish perverts that'll fuck a big fat ugly woman, old fat ugly woman, because they need it. Like they need to fuck. That's part of your biology. Like you biologically, you need to do that. So to keep it away from a certain portion of your species is gonna fucking fuck up a lot of guys. Like, but girls take that shit for granted because like these absolute monsters can get a guy to fuck them, so they don't know that suffering. Even if like a girl, like the ugliest stripper in the club, is going around offering every guy a dance, and everyone's saying no to her.
Yeah.
All night, one guy is gonna say yes, and not just that. The guy that says yes is when they go in the back, he's gonna fucking propose to her. She will still find some guy at the end of the night willing to fuck her. But, there's a lot of guys like, hey, at 3 a.m., I've been swinging and missing all night. I'm going to go for the fat girl of the club now because I need to fuck. And the guy might be an attractive, charming guy, but he's been swinging and missing all night. I'm just saying, now he went out of his way to go get her. And so that's the swing and miss thing, but that's more common to guys. Women don't swing and miss that much. In a game where you have 4 at-bats, you'll probably hit a home run in one of your at-bats as a woman. Just as a woman. Like, no other detail necessary. You could be from any age to any race to any size body. As a woman, you have that capability. But again, there's a lot of fucking absolute just trash people out there, or what women would call that aren't getting laid. And rightfully so. I've seen a lot of my friends, so I'm like, how the fuck is this girl letting you fuck her? But also, I think it's unfair because I'm not a gay man. If I was a bisexual dude, then I could look at it both ways. I'm like, he's not my type, but you know, he's got a fucking cute butt. And like, I could look at it that way. I could rationalize it. Because guys will go like, oh, she's a butterface. Well, what's a butterface? It's a girl with an ugly face, but everything else is nice. So you go, guys will still hit that. Or she's very cute. Yeah, but she's 600 pounds. We'll rationalize ugliness to fuck it. A lot of women won't do that.
I do think there's like an evolved freedom in like finding like it's better to expand what you find attractive more and more.
Well, because your options become...
You get more. Yeah. Like, there's nothing... It should be, like, embarrassing if you're a guy and you're like, I don't know, I'm only really attracted to girls who are, like, 7s and above. Like, that's the only girls I find attractive. Other guys should go, oh, that's kind of... that sucks for you, man. That's terrible.
It's sad, not because like, hey, I have standards. It's no, well, you might miss out on an opportunity with a nice 5,
a real cool 5,
or a 6. Like you might miss out on the love of your life because you're too concerned with
7s and up. Yeah.
Well, look, 7s and up are always going to look at you too, even if let's say you're a handsome guy.
No, I'm assuming this guy's a 10.
They're always going to try to find somebody better than you. So I'm just saying, like. It is sad when somebody looks that way because people are going to like go, oh, what? I mean, it's sad. I'm a fucking... But you might really miss out on some type of... Because I do believe in you find somebody that you want to actually... I'm good with you. I like you that much. It's not settling. It's a matter of like, oh, I like you. This how much I like you as a person is I think that we're a great match and I think we should try it. Honestly, but if you're looking at the physical, then dude, you might get a nice 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
But what if you meet a 9? So you're
there's always an improvement
because that's how you look at shit. So I'm like, you're always gonna be chasing. That's the person that is gonna cheat on their wife. That's the person who's gonna fucking fuck you over.
Well,
and make you hate men.
I also think the most hilariously sad thing in the world today is hot people dating each other but hating each other and then and I don't mean just two people but yeah like just two hot people hating each other but dating each other because they're hot. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, because they looked at each other like let's hook up. And then they do it, but then you have to talk after and then these people, I think they're so impressed with one another that they keep this what should just probably be casual hookups.
Yeah.
They try to make an actual
a relationship.
And you just waste both of your times. You should just go like, hey, this is fun because we were hot enough to fuck each other. But it always doesn't really work out for either one of them.
You know what it's like? It's like if you made a fucking porn and you sat there hoping you win an Oscar, and you're like, "Oh, this is an Oscar, I swear." And we're like, "No, that's a fucking porn.
That's a snuff film.
It's a snuff. Yeah, it's a German.
That was a real girl who got murdered. You were expecting an Academy Award.
It's a German snuff film, and you're like, Oscar.
They shit in her mouth till she died, and you want to be called up." And give your acceptance speech.
I would love to just have a really real conversation with
I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Das God, some German guy.
I would love to have a very nice conversation with an old person who was a fucking 10 out of 10 hot and is alone. You know? So
they're always still trying to gussy themselves up with pearls and a nice dress and a cocktail when you go talk to them. Because I think that I was so hot thing never leaves you.
Yeah.
And even old women, especially with the example I'm thinking about is those Hollywood starlets that have always been cast for the beauty. And then when they do have to welcome company or somebody that's they always still try to be attractive. You know what I mean?
Don't you think I thought about this recently? J-Lo is going to be a sad, lonely old woman one day. Like she was like a lot of guys like number 1 or like number 2, whatever, ever. And then even now, if you look up a picture of her now, she's still hot, right?
But she's an old woman.
But she's an old woman, and she's knocking on that door of being old, right? And then she went through all these relationships and couldn't make any of them work. And then one day she's going to be 70, and we're going to look at interviews with old ass J-Lo, and we'll we'll show pictures of hotter J-Lo in an intro to the interview.
People will be like, "Oh, she really let herself go. She's 83."
And she's alone.
She's being wheeled around.
And Mark Anthony's married, and A-Rod is married.
And Ben Affleck is still there pushing her fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, that's true. He's the only one who'll keep getting divorced.
He came back to her.
Yeah. Well, it's not even about that. It's that he's his own. He's male J-Lo. Now, women weren't as attracted to him, but he's just he's an alcoholic. So all his relationships end.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Like, because he had that Jennifer Garner girl. This is like now gossipy nonsense, but like, yeah. My point is that one day, we'll be old too, but we'll be watching an interview with old ass J-Lo, pretending like she had a storied career when really she was a mediocre actress, mediocre singer. You know, and I like some of her songs. I like some of her movies. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying there's a hilarious sadness to hot people dying alone. Because they focused on what wasn't important.
And I think being too hot and being aware of it.
Yeah, that's bad.
Creates also
a complex.
Yeah, and if you want to call it like a weird mental because it distorts a lot of things because like I think if I was so focused on my exterior. The exterior is important to a degree, but there's something, man, you can't fucking control. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you go like, but if my exterior made me my career, if it made me a lot of money, and it was like in the annals of history, you see that what I represented was I was a teen heartthrob,
Sure,
and then a shitty actor, and then I tried putting out an album, and it sucked. Well, if I Google myself, if I look at my past, it's like, man, that was me, but I'm not some brilliant poet or some artist who would keep painting. Now what made me special has dissolved to a point where people look at me and go like, oh, you used to be so hot.
Yeah.
How bad do you think that must fuck with you? Unless you're like a cool guy who's like, hey, like people... thought I was attractive, and I had a lot of girlfriends, and I had a lot of fun, and then I found somebody who was great for me, and I stuck with them. But I never made my looks part of my personality.
It has to be akin to like a piano player who gets arthritis in their hands and can't play anymore.
I'm more sad about that.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about the person who's going through it.
That's heartbreaking. I got that hurt feeling in my chest.
You
I feel like I have Sagat's chest right now with a big chop on it when I heard that.
You want to make it real? My grandma was a very popular piano player in Montreal.
You mentioned this
yeah,
before.
and she had a stroke, and she could only play with one hand at the end of her life. That's so sad. It's the one thing that made my mom cry. And my mom never cries. And she told me she cried because my grandma was showing her grandchildren a song, and my mom watched her play with only one hand. And she got sad.
X-Men 97 season 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
I started rewatching.
Took a fucking long time for that one.
Yeah, like 2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I rewatched the first season.
Yeah.
And
we're such children. You have a kid at home, and you're like, baby, wait. I'm catching up on X-Men season 1.
That is funny, but
I don't remember what happened.
No,
anyway,
but like I'll be working from home. Just watching it, and I was teared up when Gambit died.
Oh yeah.
When Gambit died, I was just like, something
hit you. Yeah.
I've been like on the verge of more tears, or like, and I've cried recently about some like father related shit. But I'm just like, having a kid just opened up something.
I heard that like having a kid will turn a man into a pussy. Like, and I'm not even trying to like be funny. I'm saying I've heard that like it just it opens a valve that wasn't.
It is pussy, like for real. But in my case, I feel a little girl is much more pussifying. Because I had a boy, I'd expect him to be a man. I would hope to have raised him into not like being like, oh, this isn't, but just certain things like don't, remember you're gonna get strong one day, and don't abuse that type of level of man. But a girl is so soft and gentle and very vulnerable. And then I think about like, if I think about shit that she might face in her life, and I think that's where the extra pussy emotion comes from. Where it's almost like I think about if I had to round it out, maybe a good 7-8 times this week, I almost like cried about things.
So studies show expectant fathers generally experience decreases in both testosterone and estradiol, the main type of estrogen in men, to help prepare them for caregiving and bonding. Mm-hmm. So literally your body goes through a metamorphosis to be more caring and stuff.
I love holding my baby and kissing her fat little cheeks.
Yeah.
And she holds my face and holds my chin. And then my girlfriend told me that's their version of telling you they love you. And then I looked it up, and it's true. Like, they recognize you as their caregiver, their safety thing.
Yeah.
So to reward you, they'll touch your face and they'll grab you and because they want to recognize who is this person that I love and is protecting me and I need. And that fucking almost got me crying.
You know, it's not even funny, but I just, as you were saying that, I thought, how fucking brutal is that? Is that's the science behind having a kid? And are you going to cry right now?
No.
Yes, you were. I just saw it on your face. But it's the brutality is what's making me laugh. Is that, could you imagine? That's what science does to your body as a man. You have a kid, you go through all of that, and still there's some guys who spike their babies.
Nothing.
It does
nothing to them. Yeah.
All the science is telling them, hey, you're going to be a caregiver and protector now. And then the baby like coughs a little too hard, and he goes, you fucking stupid bitch. He like spikes it. Like, true. Their fucking dads hitting their kids and stuff, and their whole body is telling them, don't do this.
That's so fucking true. I saw a guy who he put a total of like 46 fractures on his twin boys.
What?
He
so like 20
arrested.
Each, meaning, or 46
one got
each?
more than the other. It was a total of like 46 that they counted.
They counted together as twins.
Yeah.
There's one with 5 fractures and the other one with 41. And they go, let's just call it 46 altogether. And the 41-year is like, what the fuck?
Which one was beaten first? At what time?
That's brutal.
Yeah.
And then again, think about it. His whole body chemistry is telling him, protect this child. Protect these children. And still, he's like, fucking...
Well, that's where I go with this. Well, do you believe in evil?
Yeah.
That's it. Like, sometimes evil... It's a weird thing where you go, like, there are people around us that are truly dark and evil inside, but we can't tell. But then when it manifests itself, you go, like, that is pure evil. Like Joseph Fritzl, who kept his daughter in the basement and impregnated her, like, and then he got arrested for that. I'm like, that is evil. That is pure evil.
Yeah, why would they arrest such a nice man?
Who loved his daughter so deeply. But I go, when it manifests itself, it's like a... It reminds you that exists.
Well, we're pretty much at the end, so we'll end all this. Are you saying, though, do you think evil do you think a person is evil, or do you think in some way he's possessed, tempted by the devil? Like, I know maybe not possessed is too strong for every case, but if someone is fucking walloping his kids, is that the devil making him do that, or is he evil and he just was born that way?
I believe that we all have fucked up thoughts.
Uh-huh.
And who knows exactly where those come from. I think you're allowed to have as many fucked up thoughts as you want, because whatever. But I think when you start to act on it,
Yeah.
the thought of demons and some type of force behind this outburst, I do think that there's something, because I do believe in humanity. When I think, oh, where's your humanity? It always sounds like, as a person, as a human being, there's something, so like we're supposed to be good. It's in our best interest to be good. So I think our natural way of being is good. So when that gets corrupted, I do think it's a different mindset that takes over. And there is a level of possession, I think, and control from a darker side of things. Because I've thought about a lot of awful things that I wanted to do and didn't do. And I never did them because, like, well, that's just fucked up and that's evil. But did I think of it? Of course I did. But I never did it. There's some people who just, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to try to get away with it. So I do, so I think that's so inhuman that I can't just go, that's some imbalance or whatever in their mind. I just believe that's a certain negative thing,
Pushing them in that direction.
that is that push that, because when a lot of people who do fucked up shit, after they do it, they have this, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Thing. There's never, very rarely, and these are cold-blooded people, where somebody will do something fucked up and they don't severely regret it and do the whole, I don't know what happened. They regret it, and they go like, if I could do it again, I wouldn't. So I'm like, well, what made you in that moment? You're completely overtaken by something.
Yeah.
It sounds like. So, I believe in evil. I believe in demons, and I think a lot of people are more taken over than others.
I think I believe in both. I think I believe in like brain chemistry stuff, like you were beaten as a kid or whatever, and now you have anger, temper problems, and sometimes you take that out on people. I believe in those things,
Yeah.
and I believe in schizophrenia a little bit and stuff like, because they can see the fucking, and then on top of that,
Yeah.
I also believe in some sort of devil or demonic stuff, because when you get into the realm of like serial anything, whether it's serial killers or serial rapists or something, that's when I start to go like, there's got to be something else there going on.
It has to be. But I mean, also schizophrenics are kind of described as people that see a little bit through the veil. They see a little bit of what's kind of going, because like sort of like as a what we see as reality.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of theories, I guess you call, about this, but we're only tuned into a certain dial of reality. These schizophrenics who hear voices and see things, there's a layer of their reality that, like, it's something shedded, and they see a little bit past, and they hear so they get called crazy. I'm like, you really think it's your fucking brain talking to you? Like, you might be actually hacking unknowingly into other energies around you, and maybe it is happening, but it's not, because it's not in our reality. You're probably dialed into some other reality.
Yeah.
I heard that theory. I'm like, that's interesting.
It's interesting. I believe they have a fucked up brain chemistry, and they're just
believe
crazy.
in dreams mean, like, that dreams
Yeah.
mean something. I've read a couple things that, if like you dream about a dead relative, that's because there's like standing there watching you at that time.
Oh, yeah.
All these things. I recently had a dream. I was in line for food, I think. It was like a restaurant-y type diner. And
this is during the Fat Lee days.
no, this was like maybe over a week ago.
Yeah,
so it's still Fat Lee.
Yeah.
I'm in line for food, and there's one person in front of me, and then they're done, and then I'm about to move up, and like 3 guys move in front of me.
Yeah.
And I go like, hey, I'm fucking next. What are you doing? And the chef or somebody from the back, like the kitchen, comes out with like a banana.
Uh-huh.
And like, for me.
Yeah.
and then throws it out of the open like a shop.
Sure.
And then we all start fighting. And I woke up going like, that dream meant absolutely nothing.
Oh, I see.
Like that meant dick.
That meant nothing. That's just
that's just a
mixed up
weird
chemicals
dream.
in my brain that didn't. Yeah,
That
yeah.
didn't quite. Yeah, so I used to that. No, I don't.
Now you don't believe in it anymore. All right. Well, audience, dream on.
I've had enough, Piggy.